Merry Christmas and welcome to Clueless Cooking 101, where you're clueless and so am I, and maybe even Santa Claus. So for Christmas, we're going to cook chili because I think that's a traditional Christmas Eve soup, and you can add all the other things that you like to have on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And so let's get started. Let's start with the ingredients for chili, and remember this is soup rather than the really solid Texas chili. So we're going to cut up an onion. I like to use like a yellow pepper or a red pepper, but I couldn't find any organic ones, so we're going to use an organic green pepper. We're going to and some minced garlic. You can mince your own or chop your own if you want, but I'd go for the organic stuff from Walmart. And we're going to add, this is a 28-ounce can of organic tomatoes. And I make my own bone broth, but I bought some so that you can see what it's like. It's a little expensive, but this is, it says it's good enough to drink. I don't know if you want to do that or not. I think bodybuilders do it. I'm going to use grass-fed and grass-finished organic ground beef. It's 85% lean because I kind of like the fat. And then I make my own beans, but you don't have to. I'm going to show you how in a future episode if you want. But organic pinto beans, we're going to use 4 cans of beans, and these are 15-ounce cans, and we're going to drain them off. I use black beans, there's are organic, and 2 more cans. Red beans, I couldn't find organic, but they make them you can buy them in organic. I just couldn't find them when I was shopping. And then navy beans. And you'll notice that there are no kidney beans in here. And there's some reason that I don't use kidney beans. It's a health thing. I don't remember exactly what it is. But so let's saute that. We're going to chop this stuff up and saute it and get started. And then maybe I can remember the kidney bean thing. When you chop your onion, make sure it's pretty good size because it's an aromatic and it gives it lots of flavor, and onions are really good for you. We're going to saute these. And I think, I'm not sure, but when I watch real cooks, they tell you to saute onions until they're clear. I don't know what that means or why you do that, but that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to saute these onions, mostly get them done, and then we're going to put in the green pepper because I think it takes longer to cook onions than green peppers, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, so here we go. Onion chopping. And I'm going to use a Dutch oven, which is good for soups. And a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. And that's just to saute these things. Normally, I just put the olive oil, and I'm trying to follow my own recipes just to be helpful. That's kind of a pain. Okay. So we're going to chop this onion, and it might need to be smaller pieces, but I don't have great dexterity, so they're just whatever size they end up being. And I would say that if you don't like onions, use them anyway, because it really, really helps. Oops, there go a few. All right. We're going to start sauteing these, and let's do this on medium-high. I'm going to cut up a pepper. I'm going to saute this green pepper. So I'm learning about social media, and I'm supposed to tell you to check us out. Check out Clueless Cooking 101 on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and I threw LinkedIn and a couple of other things that older people watch, just in case. So I'm going to put this chopped green pepper into my into the onions that are sauteing, tablespoon of minced garlic. So you can use fresh tomatoes, but since Walmart has organic tomatoes in a can, and again, this is I think it's a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, and guess what? We're just going to dump them in. And then we're going to dump in the bone broth. Ooh, ooh la la, yum. So I stir it up a little bit. First thing that I do, that you probably don't have to do it, but I do it anyway, is I take this ground beef and I cut it into cubes. It's already ground, but that's how I put it in the in this stuff, and then I whisk it so that it breaks apart and just becomes more of a flavoring than anything. And again, this is grass-fed, grass-finished, organic. You can use beef, bison, you can use lamb. I've done that one time because I grabbed the wrong stuff. Tasted pretty good. I have this, I washed it, but this is a jalapeno. I don't really know if it does anything for it, but I float it around in there just for the heck of it. So I just throw it in there whole, you don't have to eat it. And then as this beef cooks, I'm going to turn it up, I've turned it down to medium low. There we go. It's doing its thing now. Okay. I have a couple of secret ingredients that'll make your chili especially good. But we have to put the beans in there. And if you're from Texas, people from Texas don't use beans in their chili. But I'm not from Texas and I do use beans. So here are the beans that I made, but these are the beans that you can use. And again, I recommend opening them, draining there's like bean juice. I don't know what they use, but I don't know why, but I've been told not to use it. I don't know why. Okay, so I dumped in, I had 4 cups, 15, 34, 60. This, if you put all 4 cans in there, those are 15-ounce cans, but I don't think that those are, they're really a total of 15 ounces. They might be 12 ounces. Okay, so I do the unthinkable, and I put cilantro in the chili as it's cooking, because it's really, really good for you, and it makes it taste very special. So the only thing that I don't use is the stems, and I think you can even use those if you want, because we're going to chop this a little bit. Ooh. And this should be 1 cup. My other whole 1 cup is in the dishwasher. So we're just guessing. But as long as you're around a cup, you're good. This is not, cooking is not an exact science. And if you don't like cilantro, you can skip it. Okay, so we're going to put the cilantro in. And then I've got a couple of other secret ingredients. You know, I like to taste as I go. Not bad. Okay. So, secret ingredients for chili, over here. 1 tablespoon of sriracha, because we don't want wimpy chili. 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to use last ingredient, I think, is 1 tablespoon. Oh, my other secret ingredient, forgot about that, is 1 tablespoon of black pepper. We're going to taste it and see if it needs anything. Probably some salt. As Brianna would say, a pinch. So the last secret ingredient, which we may or may not need, is 1 tablespoon of better than bouillon. Okay, we're just going to put this on low and let it cook for 30 minutes, and that's it for your Christmas chili. Okay, Clueless Cooks, chili's done. Only takes about a half hour just to cook all the ingredients. I'm not about slow cooking it for a long period of time because I like it to taste really fresh. And so it's done. I've turned off the burner because we were just cooking it on low, as low as you could possibly get. And the chili is done. I would say that, you know, if you have a fancy tureen, great. A lot of people just serve it stovetop. And all you need is a ladle and some bowls or cups. A lot of people like to eat their chili out of a cup. And I would just say I'd love to have your feedback on it. It has a little bit of a kick to it. All the spices seem to be in check, but if there's something that you want to wiggle around, you're more than welcome to. Thank you for joining us at Clueless Cooking 101. And be sure to check out our website, cluelesscooking101.com. I have a blog with recipes, including this chili. And I think there's also some chicken stroganoff on this last blog. So check us out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Clueless Cooking 101. Like this, comment if you want. And of course, you know, if you have any kind of a recipe idea or a dish that you love but you don't know how to make it, I'll come up with a recipe on it. With that, I wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate this time of year. Happy Hanukkah, or nothing. And join us again for Clueless Cooking 101 next time around. Thank you.